Ladies and gentlemen, we are here, none other than a very weird church that kind of Sony set up
Take me to
for,
church.
take me to church, everybody, for their press conference. Now,
Yeah.
when we walked in, we didn't know what the hell was going on, and the first 20 minutes, we were literally sitting there going, okay, what game are they showing? Is it new IP? Is it maybe, I even said The Witcher 4. Like, I didn't know what it was, because it looked a little bit like The Witcher. But of course it was
Hashtag
not.
cringe in the comments.
Yes,
section,
but
please.
like when you
Okay,
walk in here,
hashtag
guys,
cringe.
it is very like medieval or whatever it is. But of course, it was The Last of Us 2. Now you've probably seen some new gameplay.
We are actually sitting on the steps of that stage right now. The Sony dude was just on. We're going to show you
Yes.
some clips of that now. But yes, we're here. We're sitting right here talking about The Last of Us 2. Sam, did The Last of Us 2 knock it out of the park for you?
Look, I mean, I think this is a lot of effort to go to for one particular game, then move us into another room to actually show us the showcase.
I'll interrupt you then and say that I got all these tweets saying people fucking hated that. They're like, all the Twitch. For us, it was really fun because they're like, ooh, what's next?
Yeah.
So exciting. Everyone at home was like, fuck this shit. I'm so
Yeah.
bored. And like, yawn.
Yeah, yeah.
It was. I understand why it sucked at home, but I can tell you, but here at least it was fun. But yes, I know it sucked.
I'll tell you why I think there was a few problems here. Number one, I think the vision didn't meet the actual execution. The Last of Us trailer itself, I thought was very cool. I mean, I loved the espionage style to it. Now we're getting to explore the world actually through Ellie's eyes. Now she's now a more mature woman, has gone through a lot of things, and I think it's really cool what we've seen. It was cool to see also her personal relationship with her friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
More
know.
than a friend.
More than a friend, people.
More
A lot
than
of
friends.
whammon. A lot of
That's
whammon
right.
stuff going on in this trailer.
That's right. Take that, Battlefield
Yeah,
5.
and a lot of these neckbeards in the actual audience were like, oh my god,
They were like,
yes.
"Yeah."
I can't wait for this game. So it was very cool. I actually enjoyed it. Now, we're both not the biggest Last of Us fans,
Yeah.
and Ralph can elaborate on that now.
Yeah, I'm like I'm definitely on the record as saying The Last of Us is not my full jam. I appreciate it, but I don't love it like a lot of other people do.
Yeah.
For me, I really like the look of this. I feel like with God of War, they really managed to produce a cinematic level quality of action while still making it highly playable. And I feel like they're sort of doing the same thing here with this. I wonder how much of that is real, like in terms of the combat that we saw, how scripted it was versus how much was actual gameplay. And I would say it would all be fake, but for the fact that I played God of War, where they managed to create that cinematic combat. And so I hope that what we saw is actually what the game feels like to play. 'Cause that would be awesome, but it's still unclear to me. how
I
that
hear
works.
you, but I think the God of War gameplay that we saw before the release and this gameplay is very different. This clearly, to me, shows it was extremely scripted.
Well,
It's
you'd think
extremely
that.
scripted, it looks like, and that's okay. That's
Could be.
okay, because I know that they're just trying to get the word out there, and the game, I think, when it comes out, will be probably slightly different in terms of gameplay when it actually drops.
What do you think about all the gore? Because some people are like they're using gore as a crutch to like up the emotional intensity. Are you a fan of gore?
I mean, look, I think gore can be used in any way, in any form of art to tell the story in a more spectacular way. You know, I don't think it's like an easy thing to lean on to be like, oh, by the way, we're going to make this better because it's
Do you think
gorier.
It's working so far from what you've seen for Last of Us.
I
Is it
think-
up in the ante?
You know, to see the juxtaposition there of Ellie, once a sweet and tender girl, now become this strong, fierce woman that has to survive in this world, and to see this woman have to deal with all this gore, and
Yeah.
it's quite meaty stuff to get into, and I really like that. I do
Look,
like that.
I think overall it looks good, but I'm not the guy that gets blown away by The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And this one didn't blow me away. What did blow me away was when we went to the next area and we saw Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
It does
and-
look good, everybody. It
Dude,
looks
that looks so- that is
extremely
totally
cool.
my-
I feel like, is this going to be another contender for the MMO RPG?
No, this is a single-player action game. It looks like
No.
Assassin's Creed, God of War in Japan, and look, that is totally. I think the setting really matters a lot in a game.
Yeah.
You know, it can really draw you to it. Like Assassin's Creed games, they're okay. I enjoy them, but I don't love them. And we've always been begging for an Assassin's Creed in Japan because that's the one everyone's
Yeah.
like, yes, it's going to be perfect. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima has
Yeah.
beaten Ubisoft to the punch. They're
Yeah.
creating that game right now.
Is this the Dark Souls of Japanese
It is absolutely
games?
the Dark Souls of Japanese games. You know?
I think this is going to be it. Look, who knows what it's actually going to be, the finished product. We didn't get to see a menu. We don't know if there's a loot system. We don't know if it's just like a story-based
But
game.
thematically, it looks like it's going in the right direction. The
Yeah.
combat looks sick. Presentation looks amazing.
Yep.
Soundtrack, everything just looks so awesome. And
Definitely.
that for me was the number one thing that I took away from this press conference.
For sure. Then we got to see some other cool stuff.
Kingdom Hearts continues to look wonderful, by the way.
It does,
just
it looks-
like so much fun,
Yes.
like an adventure.
They
you
know
it's
how to
just-
put a game together that makes you just fills you with like exploration and adventure, and gives you that feeling like you're back at 6 years old exploring a Disney movie all again. So I love that. But they did show us something very cool. Death Stranding.
what the actual fuck was Death Stranding?
It's-
That's like the 7th time we've seen it and we still have no
Yes.
fucking clue what this game
Yeah,
is.
it's like the teaser trailer, the first one told me more.
Yeah, I swear to God. But okay, so what do we see? We saw Norman Reedus. He's a delivery man, so he's like an Uber driver or something, Uber Eats,
Yes,
Deliveroo.
it feels like it's in the future, but he's still walking places.
He's
you know,
definitely walking
He's
around.
walking around, and he's actually delivering weird kind of stuff.
Yep,
so,
yep. But look, at the end of the day, we still have no fucking clue what this game is. And like, I'm sort of still okay with that because of the fact that it's Kojima and I just have so much trust in his vision and his ability. But at this point, I'm sure some people are getting serious blue balls.
I know, but
it's just come on, man.
Did you
I've
feel-
been tickling for a while now. When am I going to get
yeah,
something?
yeah. Did you feel like it was very kind of open world-esque? You're exploring a lot.
It could be.
You are traversing all types of different terrain and stuff. Like
Could be.
I don't know why they would show so much of him going through the world.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be. You know what? It could be a pinball. It could be a pinball game, everybody. That's how little we know right now.
Right, yes.
But look, we're very excited for it. So it's only a matter of time before another teaser drops. But we're not seeing this in 2019. I think it's 2020.
Yeah.
It feels like. But guys, we'll keep you posted on that.
Then
Yeah.
there was a quick reveal of new Remedy IP, a game called Controlled or something. I can't look it up now because we're literally about to be kicked out of this room.
Yep.
But it looked quite cool. It looked almost like Quantum Break 2, which I don't know if you know Quantum Break. It's this sort of like pause time, do shit sort of stuff. But it's Remedy. We really trust those guys. They make great games.
Yeah.
So the last thing that we saw was Spider-Man PS4. Now,
I'm
what do you think,
surprised
Spidey?
that it was the last one that they showed because we've already seen a lot of gameplay. We know it's coming out in a few months. For me personally, I think they should have dropped maybe some more Final Fantasy teasers. Something that makes the crowd go, oh my god, like something that they're all waiting for. Now the Spider-Man gameplay itself looks fantastic, super fun. If anything, it just kind of strengthens the fact that the gameplay is going to be super smooth, super fun. You're going to be fighting all sorts of villains from the Spider-Man, the Marvel universe.
Lots of villains revealed.
Yeah,
lots of,
yeah.
We know it sort of feels very Arkham Asylum, where the
it
bad
does.
guys escape, and now you got to bring them all in.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that. Like, it's superhero stuff is all about tropes. I'm okay with this trope.
But it's also quite classic, and it's a very light superhero movie. It's not dark, it's very light and kind of funny, and it's kind of cool. So very excited for that. But to be honest, I was quite underwhelmed with the complete presentation in its entirety, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't know if the vision matched the execution. With the whole, showing of The Last of Us 2, we're all standing for a while. They had a guy come out and play the banjo, and the banjo, no one was listening. It's a real shame because it was real beautiful music, but the whole thing, everyone was talking, people were trying to shush them, everyone's standing up. Then they had the head of Sony or someone come out and discuss things, and again, people were just away with the pixies. And even the trailer itself, when it dropped, no one was really listening. Everyone was talking amongst themselves. It was a real shame.
I know, but regardless of all of that though, in terms of the games that were presented, I do feel some of them really knocked out of the park. Ghost of Tsushima, I think, looks fantastic. Spider-Man looks great. But yeah, I do feel like Last of Us 2 didn't really click for me, but that's just me. I know I'm weird because I don't like The Last of Us, and Death Stranding is still a giant question mark. So I feel like last year's E3 press conference with Sony was like a smash it out home run.
Yeah, it was.
This one I just felt like it was a good, strong showing, but yes, didn't quite do it for me as much as last year.
Look, I'm overall impressed with, of course, the games, but I just feel like it did miss something this year. For them to come from such a high to an intimate setting, intimate settings all well and good, but just make sure you execute it really well. And I feel like the whole process could have gone a lot smoother.
Especially
that's all.
for those viewing at home. Anyway, that's the hot take on Sony's press conference. We're getting kicked out of this room now.
Yes, we're getting kicked out again, actually. So, guys, we will bring you some more news tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Oh my God, Sam, we forgot the drop. It's the end of the video.
Oh,
we didn't
shit.
do a drop.
Okay, we didn't do a drop, guys.
Let's do a drop
very
right
seamless.
now.
Right now. Bang.